Welcome back to the channel, guys. Last time I took you on a little trip. You joined me on my travels to get here to Iceland, moving over here for the season. This time I'm switching things up a little bit. This one's going to be a little bit of a story time today. This one takes us back to one of my toughest seasons in Europe, year 7. And honestly, I was ready to call it quits. But before we can get into that story, wait till you hear the backstory. Trust me, it's a wild one. As always, I'd love to hear what parts of my overseas career and my overseas travel and living you'd like to hear about more. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you already haven't, and please, if you've been enjoying these videos, share this with someone else. Appreciate the follow, appreciate the support. Now, let's get into it. Let's rewind back to 2022. Here's a look at where I started my 7th year as a pro, in Tbilisi, Georgia, 6,000 miles from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, my hometown. It's a long way from home, and for more context, this is my 5th time playing in the Republic of Georgia, and honestly, I wasn't happy to return. As a pro, part of the journey is about ascending the ranks overseas by playing in leagues where you can earn more and more. To put it plainly, I was not doing that, but in fact, I was earning less. Yes, I did miss the whole previous season due to living in Italy to get my citizenship, which is a story for another time. But in my mind, that's no excuse for my situation. Needless to say, I was out to prove that I was an elite player who deserved opportunities to play in leagues to earn more money. And the only way to prove that was to back it up with stats. Big stats. Now, I'll be honest. I was prepared more than ever up to this point in my career, but my mental was suffering. Being 29 years old and earning little money, being in the middle of the world alone in a culture that speaks little English, feeling like I'm going nowhere in my career, returning back to the same league for the 5th year straight, I was beginning to question if it all was still worth it. Some of my closest friends can attest to the mental battle I was facing, but I had a choice. No matter how far the light at the end of the tunnel was away, I chose to believe that I would make it. So I decided to lock in. I became laser focused. I was taking a taxi to a Shoot 360 gym every night to get extra shots in. I was in the weight room every day. And most importantly, it was translating to dominance on the court. I was averaging 23 points per game and 6 assists by Christmas time. Thankfully, my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, could visit me each month. She seemed to always visit when I was going through challenges and needed support. A true godsend. As much as I was facing challenges in my career, the few bright spots I look forward to each day was seeing the dogs outside of my apartment building and the practice gym. In Georgia, there are a lot of stray dogs. Many of them have yellow tags in their ear, which mean they have been given shots so they won't get sick. Each day I would bring them food and water and take time to spend with them. Sometimes the temptation to bring a pup up to the apartment becomes too overwhelming, and I couldn't help myself, like in this case.
She's so scared. Oh my god, she's so cute.
I was throwing out the trash and she came out. In fact, I even rescued my own pup from the streets of Georgia a few seasons prior, which I will tell you all about soon enough. Even though I was dominant on the court, my agent was telling me no teams were interested in a buyout to sign me. The reason was that I had only played a few games so far and none the year before. To add insult to injury, no pun intended, right before our Christmas game, I had turned my ankle really badly the game prior and was unsure if I'd be able to play. I taped it up good and went on to drop a near triple-double with 20 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds. This was the final straw for me and gave me the confidence to take a risk and exit my contract to be a free agent in the hopes that I would get picked up in one of the stronger leagues for the second half of the season. The team dinners and culture in Georgia were something I would definitely miss. It was definitely a risk for me to leave the team without having another team lined up already. The other reason is finishing the season averaging 23 points and 6 assists is very good and would set me up great for the following year. But I decided to bet on myself and leave anyway. Stay with me to find out what happened next.